Bun găsit din nou din piața Universității pentru concluziile Banii Tai Expo, prima expoziție financiară organizată în aer liber de Bursa de Valori București. Au fost 2 zile pline de seminarii, pline de interviuri interesante și discuții în corturile partenerilor noștri. Banii Tai Expo este prima expoziție financiară organizată de Bursa de Valori București, alături de aproape 30 de parteneri, nume mari din industria de administrare a finanțelor personale. Am avut aici în piață administratori de fonduri de investiții, brokeri, administratori de fonduri de pensii, asigurători, companii listate și alți invitați speciali. Alături de mine în acest moment îl avem pe directorul general al Bursei de Valori București, Ludwik Sobolewski, cu care vom discuta despre această inițiativă în primul rând și despre ce intenționează să deruleze Bursa de Valori București în următoarea perioadă pentru a educa și informa publicul din România despre investiția la bursă. Good evening. I was introducing you as one of the main actors and the leading force we at the stock exchange of organizing this initiative. What was the idea of this financial expo?
Daniela, you know it very well that it's not about one individual, but it's the whole team which has been working for the modernization and the development of the Romanian capital market. And I think that these 2 days demonstrates that this is something like a massive effort and collective action in order to elevate the Romanian capital market to a much higher level than where it used to be. So we have always known that we need to change regulations, we need to change market practices, we need to change trading mechanisms, but we also knew that we need to affect the mindset of people. We were aware that we need to really come up with a good proposal for the users of the exchange. And our slogan, our motto, that the exchange is for people, Bursa pentru oameni, I think that it materialized deeply yesterday and today, not only when we were speaking with investors, but also it is something like presenting an outcome of our initiatives and efforts undertaken in the past. So we showed how the dividends are now distributed to investors. We showed our new device, new way to place orders and to use the trading mechanism of the exchange. But we also invited entrepreneurs already listed, some of them which are going to be listed on the exchange. So an impressive array of people working for this collective result.
On the other hand, it was a test to see the real people's reaction when we are approaching them directly.
Yes, and I think we also saw a kind of an evolution. Yesterday, us, the acting agents of this event, I mean financial institutions, brokers, investment funds, pension funds, all these white collar people, they talk to each other also quite intensively, like trying to apprehend the essence of this event, while today it was even more focused on interacting with people passing through. So we were, all of us, already aware what is going on here, and we could receive this growing inflow, so to speak, of people who were quite interested, and they were interested. They already had, many of them had something to do here, so they came in order to be informed whether they have shares. They are still standing in the line, in the queue, for getting certificates attesting that they are shareholders. I think that this is a phenomenal expression of that we already have this small but growing community of individual shareholders and investors in Romania.
Actually, more than 600 people already had the statement of accounts from Central Depository.
700, and the number is growing.
Yes, and actually I noticed also that the flow of people increased a lot in the afternoon of today. Do you think if we would spend another day in Piața Universității, the flow would be higher?
I have no doubt. So this is the effect of the power of the media, which in a very fair manner and in a very clear manner convey the message about this event yesterday, but also in the days preceding this event. And I'm sure that we would have a growing number of visitors, and probably this queue would even be longer tomorrow. However, it was not practically possible, as you perfectly know. But one of the findings, and I think that this finding was really shared by many of us. I mean, many of among the institutions organizing this event, that it's worth doing it again, and earlier than in about 12 months from now. So I think we will show up with this initiative in the first half of next year, with experiences amassed after these two days. I think we learned also significant nuances, how to make it even better. Some of those nuances or pieces of knowledge will be used very soon, because well, as I signaled it yesterday, we do not treat this Banii Tai, even if this is an impressive, wonderful event, we do not treat this in an insulated way. So it is like written into within a kind of frames where we have other projects aimed at building this financial culture in Romania. So we have Fluent in Finance, which is a little bit more discreet. It is not that open.
But it will be, as we will be launching.
But we will continue, also, and we will even pass to a new version of this program, as so far we were hosted by large corporations in Romania, which in turn were interested and are interested in propagating this kind of knowledge among the employees. I can assume that they also interpret this as a part of their CSR mission, but we will go even wider, and we will organize Fluent in Finance sessions or seminars for groups of individuals constructed in a bit different way, starting from mid of October. And one of these flagship initiatives, which is intended to really take our messages and the kind of lifestyle into a wider public, which is the contest for individual investors. So we will propose to them to participate in a kind of competition with a significant award coming at the end of this competition to the winner, and smaller awards for those who will be behind the number one. And I think that it will I'm sure that it will also be something which will be very educational, building this awareness and this mindset, which is very much needed. What is very much needed is indeed these new amounts of positive, good energy. And I think that I'm not alone when saying that these 2 days in Piața Universității were saturated with good amounts of this positive energy,
And we received throughout the interviews and talking with our partners many positive feedback regarding this intention and the fact that we are here outdoor, because usually the financial events are held indoor at some hotels or stock exchange headquarters. So now that we are in Piața Universității, it was a good idea to directly meet people.
What was also I would say beautiful is that we developed somehow this event in the course when it was unfolding. So because well, life brings all the time something new. This format is particularly open to any developments that might have occurred, and they did occur. So when we realized that we have this impressive queue of people waiting for the certificates confirming that they are shareholders, also other people realized of that, like our brokerage houses, and they immediately stepped in and proposed, now when you have these certificates, you can do even better and even more. So this was like, you know, these pieces of spontaneous improvement and enhancement of the whole event. I think we used our bell much more massively and intensively than expected, and it was also something which really marked our presence in this in that square. The flying object worked properly. We should not forget about also some personalities of the financial market or financial environment in Romania who made us a pleasure and honor to be with us, like the vice president of the ASF, Mr. Ursacă, or the country director of EBRD this morning. So the stand of BNR was
very active, actually.
Very popular, to the point that some of our colleagues envied them this popularity. So it was really full of action, but also full of reflection, and we will for sure somehow build our further actions on these reflections.
An interesting point that I would like to mention is the presence of the listed companies and of potential listed companies. Discussing with them, and they told me that a lot of people approached them wanting to understand their business, and some of them actually bought shares in some of the companies present here. So this is putting together investors, but retail investors with companies, similar to what we are doing for institutional investors.
Again, another nuance, which is that interesting and showing that people have a kind of preference or inclination to see not only financial intermediation and abstract flows or figures passing on the screens, but they are tempted somehow to be able to touch the real economy and what they actually can buy or sell, invest or divest. So I'm not that much surprised that they reacted in this way when having an opportunity to talk to people, in a sense, from the other side, people whom we list as the Bucharest Stock Exchange. So it is important also to pass this message to the general public that there are a lot of abstract things, a lot of abstract components, and they are the ingredients of the whole infrastructure. But ultimately, what is the object of all of our efforts is this real economy, and and the growth of this country and the prosperity, innovation which is built by the companies. With this aim in mind, we also launched the aero market this year in order to give the platform and the possibility for fundraising, not only for these established big companies, but also for young entrepreneurs, for even startups, but where very often innovation is being formed. So Bursa is pentru oamenii not only in this sense that it has an outreach to investors, but it also handles a vast array of other users of this exchange, issuers, using this abstract language, issuers of financial instruments.
And we have such an example. We had for 2 days Cabanova, and they are looking for financing through Aero. We had Albalact, Nuclear Electrica, Transelectrica, and Hydroelectrica, of course, one of the desired companies on the stock exchange.
Yes, so
we need to have more, definitely.
yeah. So it's like a natural component of this education and of this formation of the mindset, which is that much necessary in the interest of those who have savings, because ultimately we targeted those people during these 2 days.
Why they would need to look at the stock exchange? Why it is important to enter the stock exchange now, or immediately, or in the short term?
Well, we are, as I would say, Romania, the whole country, at a very interesting period of development. So in many regards, this is a growth story. Romania is a growth story, and with some only lightly touched territories, and capital market is one of these territories only lightly touched, and it offers unique opportunities for investors, for people to earn money, but also to get new portions of knowledge, and this knowledge can be used not only within this strict domain of the financial market, but it can be used in a much broader manner. And this is a unique period of time because still individual money can play a significant role when building liquidity, as we say, when building the transparent and safe market. So I have the impression that for years this opportunity was disregarded or forgotten or neglected, with some exceptions of shallow euphoria, which this is not something we think of when thinking about a fully fledged and civilized market. Now definitely it's the time for the wide population to use all the opportunities which the market offers to them. We should not forget, or we should not refrain from saying that the capital market is a meeting point of many private interests, of private individuals, private companies. But this is also an area where the state can be very constructive or not when helping this environment to grow and to be as modern as possible. Not for the sake of this somehow hermetic circle of people, financial people, but for the sake of the whole economy. And this is also one of the messages we wanted to pass quite wide through this event, like Your Money.
Thank you very much for your closing remarks. I think it was a successful event, and for sure we'll learn and we'll improve for the next edition. Hopefully the weather will be helping us in the first quarter of next year.
Thank you, Daniela, and thank you for what you did during these 2 days.
It was a pleasure anyway.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, and we like what we do, but these 2 days were really effortful, and also for you, so thanks for that.
Thank you. And the whole BVB
what we
team.
should do, we should invite everyone with whom we had the opportunity to meet now, today, yesterday, but also new people. We should invite them to other projects of the Bucharest Stock Exchange.
Yeah. I was mentioning about our project during the 2 days. Aminteam despre proiectul Fluent în Finanțe, care va fi disponibil începând cu mijlocul acestei luni pentru investitori individuali, cei care nu aparțin neapărat de o companie sau de o corporație, vor fi invitați să participe la seminariile care vor fi realizate și conduse de către Bursa de Valori București alături de brokeri. Pregătim un forum pentru investitori individuali pe 14 noiembrie, dar și lansarea unui concurs de tranzacționare în mediul real, care va avea drept premiu un autoturism. De scurt timp am lansat și un call center în fiecare marți și joi, între orele 15 și 16. Puteți suna la Bursa de Valori București dacă aveți întrebări specifice și vă putem indica cum alege un broker sau indica prețul unei acțiuni sau valoarea pachetului pe care îl dețineți. Mulțumim încă o dată partenerilor noștri. Pe lângă Bursa de Valori București, care a fost organizatorul acestui eveniment, alături de depozitarul central, care a oferit extrase de cont gratis pentru deținătorii de acțiuni din programul de privatizare în masă. Am avut o serie de companii listate, administratori de fonduri de investiții. Vorbim de administratori de fonduri de investiții, parteneri Gold, BT Asset Management, Erste Asset Management, NN Investment Partners, OTP Asset Management și Raiffeisen Asset Management, brokeri, parteneri Gold, BCR, BT Securities, administratori de fonduri de pensii, parteneri Gold, BCR Pensii, NN, asigurători de viață, parteneri Gold, BCR Asigurări și NN. Invitați speciali au fost Asociația Investitorilor de pe piața de capital, Burcaj, CFA România, MCM, Elite Business Woman, parteneri media TVR, Europa FM, Academia Cațavenco, Business Review, Conso.ro, Economic Zoom, Money.ro, Romania Insider, România Liberă, Urbology, Wall Street, Phoenix, Profit.ro, Ring. Actually, it's a list, impressive list.
Yeah, one word which could be used in this context, a cluster. So we managed to really have a cluster of financial institutions, but not only, of media, and they somehow cooperated here on this square. Plus we had customers, plus we had non-customers, which is even a bigger accomplishment, because, well, if we have a customer, he or she can be suspected of approaching us, but it's even better, it's even more challenging to attract people who, for whom sometimes this is the first contact with this world of investments, money. I mean, everyone knows what is money, more or less, but this is something special. This is something like optimizing the use of money or the use of savings which we have.
And that was the idea, to have a first touch with real people outdoor, and I think in the end we need to acknowledge the success of this event. Indeed, in the beginning, until people got to know what is happening there and what is evolving, maybe they arrived a little bit later, but today in the afternoon we had many of people coming and talking to the partners. Thank you.
One of the suggestions was, I mean, coming from our circle of financial professionals, was that men should get rid of the ties for the next time, to show more that Bursa and capital market pentru oameni.
Yeah, we can also
One of the ideas.
business casual do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you for the whole team who supported the event. We had beautiful images from Piața Universității, OVN, our partner, who stayed together with us and helped us in having this live actually on many of the websites who distributed this event live. We had the followers also online. Actually, yes. Thank you. Thank you again and see you next year.